Start with a pan lined with heavy-duty aluminum foil. You want the shiny side facing you. That way, the outside of the foil, which is the dull side, will be there to absorb the heat. First thing you need to do is take a jar of apricot preserves. Put half of the apricot preserves on the bottom of your foil. Then sprinkle a half envelope of dried onion soup mix. Now, if you're making a very large brisket, you might want to double the preserves and double your onion soup. Now put the meat in the pan, fat side up. Do not be concerned about the fat on the meat. This is a flat cut of brisket and it is fairly lean. You want fat. If you don't have fat, your meat will be very dry. Once it's cooked and it's cool, you can skim off all the fat, remove it, discard it, and you will have tastier meat that's moist but not greasy. Add the remainder of the onion soup on top of the meat. It doesn't matter where you put it because it will create a gravy and it will all be dissolved perfectly. Now I will create a butcher's fold. However, right now I'm noticing that this piece of meat is wider than the width of my heavy-duty foil. No problem. Dull side out, I'm going to match up the edges and make 3 folds so I secure the edge and make sure that no steam can escape. Pretend you're wrapping a gift package. Fold in like a triangle on each side. Fold up, fold over, and fold over. This makes it sealed airtight. The natural moisture in the meat will create steam, which will cook the meat, keep it moist, and create your gravy. And if you've done it right, when you remove the cooked brisket from the oven, your pan will be clean and there's no cleanup. All right? So let's put this into the oven now. So our brisket has come out of the oven and I put it in the refrigerator to get cool. I also wanted to put my dinner together fast, so I took my gravy and put it in the freezer. And look what happened. All the fat came to the top. So I'm going to take the lid off the container and you can see all the fat. Now you can use that fat for frying. It's almost like it's basically rendered chicken fat. So we have all the flavor from the fat and the fat has come off from the gravy. Now, put that aside. I'm going to take the meat and I'm going to slice it. Now you notice you can see the grain of the meat. You want to slice the meat against the grain. So if you're not sure, if you don't have a perfect line like this one, if you cut on the diagonal, you will invariably miss most of the grain and that will make your meat tender. If you've ever had a brisket where you sliced it or you were eating it and it was long strings, it means that the brisket was cut in the wrong direction. It was cut with the grain. So this is the grain, and I don't want to cut this way. I want to cut this way. See how much easier it is to cut when it's cold? Then you can put it, now if you want to freeze it, you can freeze it at this point. And I wrap it up in foil tightly and then put it in a freezer bag, and then you're all set until you need it. And then, but I always freeze the gravy separately from the meat. You never want to freeze them together because the water crystals in the gravy will create ice and it will pierce the meat unless the meat is totally submerged in the gravy. And here you have it. I'm going to put some on the plate so you can see. Pour a little gravy over it. Now, if you're using Pyrex, you can then heat it up in the microwave. And there you have your good, quick, and easy brisket. Enjoy. Eat in good health.